Hey guys, it's Olivia Krolczyk here with the Riley Gaines Center. We are at University of Georgia today for the NCAA Championships, and we are testing the knowledge of swimmers, coaches, and parents to see if they know what Title IX is and see if the NCAA is really protecting those values. Can you guys tell me a little bit about what Title IX is?
Title IX is basically what gives women the same opportunity as men in sports and college.
Title IX was like the legislation that essentially made like women like legally equal to men. I think in like a lot of like swimming or like other sports contexts, it means that like you have to invest the same in women's sports or like women that you do in men. But it also has like other impacts. It's just like sport.
Ask someone else.
I know it's the equality
gender
between
equality in sport.
and
Yeah.
not having
Discrimination
gender
based on
discrimination,
gender,
sex or
but also,
gender.
to protect students from predators. Yeah.
And are you aware of what the Biden administration is trying to do to change Title IX?
I am not.
Yes, and it angers me greatly.
Stuff about it, definitely. I don't know if I knew he was actively trying to change it, though.
Oh, this is political now. Oh, no, we're not going to do this. Sorry.
Do you think this will have an impact on women's sports?
Probably. I don't really want to answer these questions very well. Sorry, yeah, that's tricky stuff. Obviously.
Yeah.
And I've got daughters of my own. I'm obviously here. I love this, and there's a lot of wide-ranging things that are way above my pay grade that I don't have all the answers to right now.
I think it's sad. I mean, really, for women to work as hard as they do, and then to have someone who is not a woman but thinks they are step in and win. It's ridiculous.
Do you feel that the NCAA is doing a good job to protect those values of Title IX?
I would say so, yeah.
Not entirely.
The NCAA is doing whatever it is they're told from above, and that's not protecting.
Do you?
Be controversial.
I don't either.
How would you feel if a biological male identifying as a woman wanted to compete? Do you feel that it would be okay for a biological male to transition to a woman and compete against the swimmers here today?
I don't know that we were.
No comment.
I would rather not talk anymore. I just don't want to. I want to stay out.
Okay.
This is very,
All right, thank you for your time.
This is very scary. Can you take that?
Okay. Yeah, thank you for your time. Let's see if you have any comment on men competing in women's sports, if you would feel comfortable with that in your event.
So I was at the NCAAs that Riley and Leah both competed at. I don't know. I think that like anyone who's a trans woman should be allowed to compete, and that's my personal opinion. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the fact that like I don't think that trans women really are men. Like yeah, they're biologically there, but I think like the amount of like social pressure they have to go through to like even be considered like a trans woman or like allowed to compete. Like Leah had to meet so many different standards to like even like be allowed to compete, and I think that like a lot of people like just see her as someone who like really tried to like take advantage of the system, when I don't think that's true at all.
And one more question before you go, the locker room situation. So there were of course a lot of girls who felt uncomfortable in the women's locker room with Will Thomas being in there. What would you have to say about that? Would you say that they should just be okay with him being in there, or should he have to change in the male locker room since he is a fully intact male?
I think that first of all, it's Leah Thomas, and she uses the pronoun she, her. And I was not personally uncomfortable, and I think that she should be allowed to use women's locker room.
And what about the locker room situation? Do you think that, yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.